Guys, it's Slash, and welcome back to Elite Wars. Today, well, season reset happened. The ult has made it sapphire, got thrown down to crystal, which is what we expected. So we got these boxes, and we also got this. We got the sapphire season reset box. Supposedly it'll give maybe a legendary. Clearly the asset still doesn't want to load. Yeah, good enough. Who is it? New unlock? Or just Antonio? Honestly, 2 shards at least that does something. Now I only need 12 more, and then he's level 2. And not to mention, since Corruption Zone and other stuff give 3 shards per drop, at least it's decent. Decent bit of progress. And that still doesn't want to load either. Okay. Regular morph box, free box. I'm just gonna skip through those. Anyhow, today we have Mighty Morphin Hero, and alongside that we have the raid missions. We also have 1 Corruption Zone box we can collect, and Casual Tuesday is also going. I'm thinking of using this team, but yeah. Mega Morph box. Still no, still can't load. 6. Reason to believe we got nothing today. Yeah. Wow. I said it was gonna be useless. Nothing else here? Yeah. Let's see. So, if we want to get back to Sapphire, it'll be 3,700, so we need 250. Anyway, we have 3 wins to do. Whether or not Treaty can do that, we shall see. 3 wins, and then whatever we see what's ranked. How high can we get today? That'll be the question. And we start with Troy as the opponent. Yep, okay. Can I just poke them? Well, that happens. I should not have just... Okay then, fine. We rush you down! Because why not? This is why we have Antonio. He's at least fast enough to do the job that I need. But yeah, I caught him in the air and I didn't realize I actually landed. So, Flying Dagger! Why are you standing still? You know, honestly, the fact that I didn't even let me do anything there. You spin once, and spin again! Get stunned! Okay. They still have health. Hit them first! Okay, we're just gonna claim the box now. This one doesn't matter. This is the usual 10 coins whenever you win the first time, but we have this box. It'll be very useful for missions like that. Okay. But do I actually? Let me just check. What is raids today? Balance. You know, that's the worst part about it is, as I said before, I still don't have any epic balanced related characters at all. Yeah, this is not happening. That was not happening at all. Well, back to Casual Tuesday. Okay. No, it's weird that we just found an Antonio, but... Okay, that did not register. Don't pressure breaker! We'll bring you back with a GG to the rescue. And now... No. But they didn't rotate, so they got less stacks. And then they did that. Okay, so never mind. And we can't be faster. I think he hit 2 Antonios. Okay. Well, up you go. Gonna spin. And then we jump. Of course you didn't get Sarah this time. That thing still doesn't have dodge properties. That is all. Rip, just... The fact that it wore off so soon. Of course. Really? The game is gonna be like that. I pressed the block and it wore off right as soon as I got hit. Okay. This hitbox is not helping me at all. I'm not getting any help with whatever these weird hitboxes are being. Let's back away, stay out of range. No, we spin. Antonio, we're gonna need you because I'm not gonna be able to hit with another attack. Primary block is too slow, and for obvious reasons, the middle slot cannot combo if you add even a single dash. Okay, fine. And they rush in. Orica? No, doesn't matter what I pressed. I don't have a block. Still don't have one. Still don't have one. Be fast, Antonio. No. I've done nothing but assists. And still not allowed to be faster. Okay. You will not do that! Go into the air! You're gonna rush towards me? Yeah. Go back to your corner. Can't dodge the rest of that, so I have to block it. Back away. There he goes, slowly gliding towards me anyway. Even if I try to dodge it, he slightly moves forwards. Well, at least I completed the mission. Not the one we want complete, but at least something useful in terms of drops. Really? You have too many blocks, and yeah. I have one rushdown assist and one utility assist. At least I have that kind of setup to help me. Though Daggeron is at least fast, he is technically utility. There, you've been dodged! Can't dodge that one, nor did the backdash help me. Yeah, that's on me for being way too slow there. I'm gonna have to hit you with a breaker, so you better be ready. Nope! I can block you with that one because you interrupted a breaker. Or technically an assist in this case. Nope. Back to your corner once! And another Tiger Strikes. Flying Dagger! Okay. Well, that's not useful enough. We spin! You healed, but I do more damage than you heal. There. 5 matches at least, so we have 10 to go if we want to have at least a decent amount of matches, you could say. For this one, barely get anything in by comparison to the raid completion, but we got another addition to the not backing down. Like the last coin, and now we can just go to ranked and see what happens. I could swap this back to Gia. I could. See whether or not that actually will help me. First of all, let me check total damage. 3, okay. 2-4, 2-1, 3-8, and Gia turns that to less breaker damage. I didn't pay attention to the sheath slash. Health-wise, more. It's just more talent trees. But in this case, we're just gonna go with the theme of samurai, and we'll keep it to that for now. For Sandra just exists. She's a decent assist, and that's the whole reason. I think the sheath slash is the exact same damage. Anyway, yeah, that corruption zone is not going to be that many matches before it gets completed, but we just got to get all the way back to Sapphire eventually. Whether or not that'll happen today, that depends on whether or not we find middle droppers. Well, we'll see what happens. I fought this guy with the main already. Did I not? Pretty sure this is the Haley user on stream. So, yeah. I don't think you're allowed to be one, but who knows whether or not they're even fighting on purpose, whether or not they're... yeah. I'll hit you twice. It doesn't do anything, but it does prevent them from pressing every button except a block. I dodged the one. I didn't dodge the other. Anyway, don't know why you have to drop with that, but at least you're trying to fight fair. We're going to quickly show the profile before we continue. Or it's just a name I'm completely unfamiliar with. Level 10. 5,000. Yeah. Either they're fighting on purpose on a lowered team, or they're starting to middle drop. And if they fight a fair opponent or someone, who knows, they actually fight back. But in this case, I'm going to claim this one as a middle dropper for now. Oh, there's a literal Haley user. So I mentioned before that the other one was. Now we actually have to fight one. Yes. Wow, Casey, you clearly were allowed to be that fast. Hadn't even spawned properly yet. Anyway, let's see here. Are we expecting another one? Okay, they're not pressing anything just yet. This will be a stagger. We're gonna expect to throw a cake at a Casey? No. Wow, never rotated. Wow.
KO, you lose.
Also, I don't think I've said anything about the speed yet, but yeah. As a reminder, or as a thing that hasn't been, or maybe it has just been obvious. Casey is very inconsistent with how fast he wants to apparently rush towards you. Really dumb. It's just really dumb. It's inconsistent, basically. Can't cancel that one. Only 9 stacks. Okay. Well, here you go. You get stunned, and you're probably going to have a strike and a block right now. And then I proceed to do nothing. Yeah, that's on me. Yep, that's... Okay, and they don't even need... Fine, good enough. They didn't need to use the super.
KO, you lose.
Well, that was on me for pressing nothing. And I'll say, yeah. Corruption box is now complete. And RJ is probably going to end up with the same usual problem he has. Proceeds to get a regular block and then takes forever to use his breaker again. Okay. Burger blur. There's Tori. Then you get the worst version. Okay. You were almost caught there. You were almost caught. Okay, and there's your regular block. Okay, with that, let's see if we can get a nice little... No. But that's not a combo! Okay, it's there you go. So let's see, a backward dash. And no! Don't know why it had to lag though. And of course another block. How many blocks do you need? Huh? You just used Tori.
KO, you lose.
Yeah, I got another box as well. Nothing but losses right now as well after just entering ranked. Meh. Defender-related orbs there. And for this one, 8. Eh. Also nothing special. Still not unlocking Gen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if I'm really going to end up trying to do a proper 15 stack Marks of Light, I might as well either use it instantly or use the Marks of... or get my energy back after I reach 10 or something. 10 stacks is all you need. And you just try and poke them again. No! Yeah, great. You just have the energy you need. So how many blocks do you need? Huh? How many? No, they dash forwards. Dash forwards again. And you never rotated.
KO, you lose.
Yep. Okay. There it goes. Another interaction. You want to get what you need? It's going to take a lot more than just simply trying to press something. Seriously, go! Just enough of those. And press it. There, that's what I get for thinking I'm allowed to delay it. Again. And you just had 9 energy. Wow. And that counted as multiple stacks. Great. That counted as multiple. No, you will not. G-Slash. No Leo for you. 14 stacks. Go into the air. Or rather, stun. And G-Slash. Why?
KO, you win.
Yeah, I think if I can get this right, get 10 stacks. After that, try to just catch them in the air with something that's a cheap enough cost. Preferably the backward blur, backward dash. But by the looks of it, middle slot only, 3 in a row. I know I could use this differently, but I would have reset my energy anyway. Go ahead, use Nick. There we go. I can rotate the thing out. And you still reach anyway. Yeah. I would have guessed it was still on fire anyway. Okay, fine. What if we delay? Yeah, there. I was waiting for that type of interaction.
KO. You lose.
So, you know how he goes invincible? 1, he didn't guard against the damage. That was guaranteed to hit. The difference there is if I was lucky enough, I would have maybe had enough energy at some point, and he could turn himself into a firework. By jumping up there with enough stacks, it actively would just leave him vulnerable. Would launch himself higher after he jumps. The invincibility does not last that long, but it's long enough for 10 stacks. So that's exactly what happened. That's all that did happen. So let's see here. How do we deal with this one? Okay, you have a block. And of course you still kick further than you're allowed to. Once again, you're not in range yet. Wow. Okay. Just get out!
KO. Win.
They gave it so much range for being so fast. Yeah. Every time I think I'm allowed to just back away. No, he kicks on the first hit. G-slash. Now, they did have 10 stacks, but I have a block in my primary slot that I need to figure out a way to get rid of it. They just used their, yeah. They just used their middle slot to strike, so there we go. 1. And blocked off again. At least it's perfectly further away, but still doesn't help. Press your breaker again. Yeah, I guess not. Now, press it. That's not a breaker. That's not a breaker. You did not rotate at all. Be aware, even if I try and press my Marks of Light here, it would not do anything. 4 strikes in a row. Yep. Wow. Just wow.
KO. You lose.
Yes, I had a block in the middle slot. And yet, never used it. And then Q system doesn't help. Stuck in the middle of a strike, and it would not register a block. Yep. Great. Here we go. What? How much energy do you have? Now you get burned! There. Now you're on fire. Great. Barely had to wait before you got that again. Same with that! 3 costs. Yep. Aha. 3 costs and yet there. And they had 10 energy. Yeah, fair enough. They did wait. They did wait. G-slash right here. And Marks of Light. Can't escape this one. And back to a dash. And you get knocked out. And there's still more damage.
KO. Win.
Well, the last match was technically match number 15, so this is an extra one. Yeah, no. Go back to your corner. What can we do here? The only thing I can see about is possibly avoiding their breaker, but back to a blade. Yep, as expected. Go ahead and press your block. No, fine. Then you get staggered. Go back to your corner. Back away. And no. No, they wouldn't get their. They wouldn't get their block. It's not a thing that they get. Recovered. Middle slot strike. Nope. And they stagger. You know the fact, why'd you even register the dash game? Why'd you even bother registering the dash? Up you go once. And with that, back go dash. And we get blur instead. Oh, that's enough damage though. No, you will not be fast enough. Not this time. I really could have just pressed it instantly. Keep doing these backdashes thinking it can give me a bit more help, but clearly that more energy will not mean anything if the opponent is fast enough. But this time, I only registered late that there was enough damage. Yeah, in terms of damage, let's see if we can boost that. Wrong one. Health, damage. For Sandra, you got anything? Stakes epic, and I still don't have a strong amount assist anyway. Maybe some armor. I think it's about time we use some armor. 4% damage, 4% HP. And now we get some more crit damage. Or do we, though? You know what? Actually, technically, this is a 0. More crit or more health? Crit damage is rare. We have 3% crit. Yeah, Antonia's an attacker as well, so we'll ignore that for now. That is not happening. It'll require too much luck to get that to happen. For now, we're almost at 20,000 health for this team. Good enough. Psychic Green's in the shop. We have no coins left over, and this box is more than halfway complete. So at least we have some things we can do for when we're busy with ranked. So it's not completely worthless. But for today, that is everything. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to give a like, comment if there's something you'd like to see, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Don't miss anything, and your bonus code is in the description. Memberships are a thing. You can become one and have your own first streams at the end of videos, receive the latest thumbnails, as well as your Raven Ranger lines with priority. Until next Avengers video. Goodbye.